Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
The arm drops once, and the arm drops twice. It's lifted a third time, but it does not drop. He does that little pants thing, what he does. So Gunther elbows him to death, and he locks in the sleeper. And John Cena has tried everything. He knows he's given it his all. He has given his best. He's done the very best he can do. He might fight out. He might escape. But if he does, Gunther's just going to put him back in the sleeper again. He's accepted his fate. He smiles in resignation and with peace in his heart, knowing he doesn't have to fight anymore. He reaches up and does the softest, most delicate tap out you ever saw. The air is sucked out of the room.
God, I hated it.
The surrender cobras all over DC.
Hated it.
I thought it was awesome.
Hated it. With all of my heart, I hated that finish. Listen. I thought there were two possible finishes to this match. One is that John Cena makes Gunther give up and goes out in victory. And the other is that he cannot beat this giant and he goes unconscious and Gunther wins via pass out for the sleeper hold. Because I don't even know where to start. Here's the thing. So, I kept saying we learned from Sting that you can win your retirement match and it's not going to kill the business. And in fact, it makes people happy. But it's not even that we learned from Sting. I mean, this whole thing about losing on your way out, this old school losing on your way out, the time-honored tradition. Remember when Vince talked about Brett and the time-honored tradition and he should have put someone over? Remember that? Well, why? What was the time-honored tradition about Brett? He wasn't retiring. He was leaving one promotion to go to a rival promotion. So, listen, if you're going to leave WWE, if John Cena's contract is up and he's going straight to AEW, whatever. Beat that guy 6 ways from Sunday and send him to AEW a loser, okay? That's the time-honored tradition, all right? Tony doesn't do this. I don't even know why. It's like, we all expect Chris Jericho to go to WWE, but instead of having Jericho lose a bunch of matches on the way out and put guys over and then send him to WWE having lost a bunch of matches, he just ices the guy for 8 months and then Jericho's going to walk in a conquering hero. It's like losing on the way out is when you're leaving one territory to go to another territory. But historically, lots of people have had the retirement matches and won. Because when you're retiring, everybody's already sad. They're already sad that John Cena's career is coming to an end. We've seen the last of John Cena in the ring. His career is over. This is part of my childhood, these young fans think. I grew up with this guy. I bought his shirts and I went to his shows and all this shit. The guy's retiring. They just want to see him go out with one last win. And it was very clear here that the fans paid their money to see this guy win. Everyone's talking about how, oh man, Gunther's going to be really hated now. Guys, the bell rang and the people were chanting, "Fuck you, Gunther." They chanted, "Fuck you, Gunther," for the first 15 minutes of this match, long before we even had a finish. They already hate the guy. He's not like a young up-and-coming star that needs to be elevated. He's been a multi-time world champion. He retired Goldberg. What the fuck do we need to get Gunther over for? So I thought he should have won. Clearly, that's all anybody wanted. Him losing had people turning on the company. They turned on Triple H. Triple H got more heat than Gunther, guys.
That's true.
Triple H got more heat than Gunther did. So if the idea was to get Gunther over as the most hated guy in WWE, the problem is it's 2025 and nobody saw it that way. They saw it as, this motherfucker, this Triple H, Uncle Paul, fuck that guy. Why did he have John Cena lose on it? They were mad, okay? Now the other thing is, all right, fine. John Cena, he decides he wants to put a guy over on his way out. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he wanted to do it. Hunter could have told him no, but he didn't. Hunter did the same thing. I do what's best for business, blah, 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 blah. But the thing with the finish that really irritated me was for 20 years, John Cena has preached, never give up. That's been his whole gimmick. Like, the guy that goes to all of those Make-A-Wish deals and the guy that puts his never give up thing on this kid, his never give up hat on that kid, his never give up whatever, never give up, 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 never give up. Well, you know what? If you can't win your last match, at least never give up. Instead, it was his last match, and after preaching this for 20 years, he gave up. It's like, well, that was a fraud. After all these years, he did give up. All those times he said never give up, he was full of shit. So I thought that sucked. I think he should have just gone unconscious. Like, till the very end. Never give up till the very end. Instead, we saw 20 years of never give up, only for the guy to just give it up in the end. So one way or the other, I thought the match itself, I thought they did a hell of a job in the match. I mean, it's just about as good a, match as you're going to have with John Cena at this stage of his career. Gunther did a great job, and Cena did a great job. But, I didn't like killing his gimmick at the end. And it was very, very clear from the audience reaction that this is not what they paid $31,000 for ringside seats to see in the end. They wanted him to go out with a win. And I think that sometimes, there's all of these theories about how to book wrestling. There's all of these theories about how to do it right, time-honored traditions. But sometimes you got to read the room, and they misread the room. So I hated that finish. Hated it. Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.